Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so recently I had this cake that I had to stencil upon with royal icing, and then it's been a while I kind of used royal icing for stenciling or even done the stenciling pattern, so I didn't exactly have a recipe. So today I tried to formulate a recipe for you guys and tell you what works, because you need the consistency to be right. You need it to not be too runny, and at the same time you need it to be stiff enough to hold its place when you apply it on top of your fondant. So today I'm going to be showing you. I didn't exactly have a recipe yet. By the end of this video I'm going to have a short recipe for you guys. I don't know if you get. So as I'm this is one egg white in this bowl right now. So as I'm adding, I'm measuring. I already measured the weight of the bowl and then the weight of the egg white. So as I'm adding, I'm measuring the amount of icing sugar I'm adding to it. So I kind of realized that it's beginning to form lumps, so I decided, okay, let me use my hand mixer so I can break all the lumps and add it in bits. Okay, so at this stage, to one egg white, okay, the mistake I made was not weighing the egg whites, but I used a medium-sized egg. Yeah, so to one egg white, at this point I had added about 170, I think about 170 grams of icing sugar. Yeah, okay, so I'm just stirring it and trying to see where it gets it. So I'm going to add a little more icing sugar because it needs to be stiff enough to hold the spillies and not droop. Yeah, and at the same time it needs to not be too soft and not too stiff, because if it's too stiff it's going to form those it will be sticking out. I don't know if you guys understand it. Anyway, so at this point I had used about 210 grams of icing sugar. So I think at this stage I kind of like the consistency, and we are going to try it out on just a cake board to see how it's gonna work out. So at this stage I had used one egg white and 210 grams. So I'm going to advise you, depending on the size of your egg white, let's say, because I didn't measure my egg whites yet, yeah, in the beginning. So what you want to do is, if it's maybe a large egg, yeah, you can decide to maybe use about 200 or 220 or 210. Just make sure you use between 190 to 210. But I think this consistency is perfect for me, and then we're going to try right now on the back of this cake board and see what it looks like. And I absolutely love how it came out, because it is not too stiff. You can still kind of scrape it and move it around and stuff, and it is not too thin for it to be drooping. And see how nice it looks. So if you try this recipe, let me know. So you need one egg white to 210 grams of icing sugar. So you should do a variation of between 190 to maybe 220, 230, depending on how big your egg white is. So thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my future videos. Bye.